Hello you all, welcome back to my channel. This is Sheba and I'm on here to share two cards I created for hashtag SatMoreMakes and also Two Crafters One Design. Before I get started, I hope that you're all having a great weekend. I was trying to get on here last week, but unfortunately I was not able to. And then plus I didn't have a bench die to join in on Two Crafters One Design, which I still could have shared something for SatMoreMakes, but I decided to go ahead and wait until this weekend since I've seen that their theme for this week was flowers. So, as you all probably know, SatMoreMakes is hosted by Jillian Norwood, where you create whatever you like to create and share it here on YouTube or any social media platform. And Two Crafters One Design is hosted by Melissa, who is Mo Creations, Lisa, who is Juicy Wamadiva, and Gloria, who is Girliest Cards. I'll have the ladies' links to their channels in the description box down below. So, as you guys probably know or don't know, I've been having a lot of fun playing with a lot of Tim Holtz products. For some strange reason or whatever, you know, I have a couple dies and stuff like that that I've had, or you know, for the last several years from Tim Holtz, but I really was not into like the vintage or mixed media theme. And you know, of course, as you get older and as you know, time goes on, your style kind of changes of what you like. And I'm really into vintage because I've made a couple of vintage cards using some of Anna White's dies and Jill's stamps and dies. So yeah, so like I said, I've been really into creating with Tim Holtz. I've been buying a lot of, you know, different things from different websites that I can catch on sale. And just playing with them, trying to learn how to, you know, do the whole mixed media thing and, you know, use Tim Holtz products. So I did participate, like I said, in this week's theme, which is flowers, and it's also going to be under SatMoreMakes as well, along with Two Crafters One Design. So I did use these sentiments from Tim Holtz. Pretty much everything I use is Tim Holtz, if you know, you'll be able to see here in a minute. So I use those sentiment stickers. And then I also use, for the first card I'm going to share with you all, I use a Distress Ink and Tumble Glass, Kish Flamingo, and also in Shaded Lilac. So I use those. And then I also use this stencil right here, which is THS077. And it's got all these flowers on here. I use these two embossing glazes, which is in the Twisted Citron and also in the Kish Flamingo. So I use those. And then I did use some opaque texture paste as well for my stenciling. That's also distressed from Tim Holtz. And then I just got this stamp in the mail yesterday from eBay, and it's Ledger Script. As you can see, Tim Holtz, okay? And so here is a card that I created using the flower stencil. And it looks so much easier when you see it on, you know, videos of him doing it and other people doing it. You have to move really quickly once you put the, you know, your stencil down and put your paste in there. You got to move really quickly with these glazes, or your paste will start drying up. So I have some spots that are missing some glaze, but overall, I think it still turned out pretty cute to share here on YouTube. So I did use distressed watercolor cardstock for my background on top of some black cardstock that I have in my stash. And then I use that Ledger Script in the background. So what I did was I used these three colors and I put them down on this mat right here, spritz it with some water, and just ran my fingers through it, and then just kind of, you know, swipe the cardstock over it in different areas of where I wanted the color to show up at. And then once I did that and dried it, then I stamped the Ledger Script stamp on top of that. And I wasn't trying to be perfect with it at all. And then I went on top of that with my stencil, and then I stenciled it and then sprinkled some of the powders in there in different areas to give the image, to bring the image to life pretty much. So that's what I did. And then I did go around with some vintage photo ink to distress the edges. And then here is that cinnamon sticker from that sticker pack that says enjoy today. And so that is this card. And I didn't do anything to the inside. I mean, I'm probably not going to give it away. I'm probably going to just keep it for myself. The cards I've been making like this, just to give me something to go back to so I can remember what I did. Yeah, so that's the first card. So let me just move this stuff to the side. Okay. And I did ruin my mat, you guys. I don't know what I was thinking. I was using some plain with alcohol ink, and I was on this mat when I shouldn't have been, and I stained it. So I'll probably give me another one eventually, but it's all good. Okay, so the next card I created is using this stamp right here, which is called Shattered, also from Tim Holtz. And then I used some of the Distress Oxide spray and Peacock Feathers. Sorry about that. I did use a little bit of this to spritz on top of my little flower, and this is the Distress Spritz in Kiss Flamingo. And then I also used some embossing powder in gold. Oh, and then on this card too, I also used Rusty Hinge for the branches of the flower. I forgot that. So yeah, and then this die right here, which is called Bloom. And I've had this in my stash forever, maybe like 3 years, maybe going on 4. I don't know if I got it from Hobby Lobby on sale or what, or where I got it from, but I've never used it. And this was a fun die to put together. So I use that as well. And so here is the card that I created. So this is my favorite card, you guys, out of the two. So again, I used some Distress Watercolor cardstock to put my image on, and it's layered on top of some black cardstock in my stash. And so I just sprayed the Peacock Feathers down, and then I just did some spritzing with the Distress Water Spritzer. And then I also used my heat tool to, you know, dry it and just, you know, and keep spraying and drying to give, you know, some dimension to the background that I learned on watching videos. And then before I did the background, actually, when the watercolor cardstock was plain, you know, with nothing on it, I actually did go in first and I stamped this Shattered stamp on the background. And then I heat embossed it with the gold embossing powder by Ranger. That's what I did. So then I did that, and then I went with the spray and I sprayed on top of it. And so the gold, of course, came through. And then I did the water spraying to give, you know, the dimension to the background. And then I just distressed the edges, and then I took some more cardstock, watercolor cardstock, and I cut out the die. And then I'd used my distressed watercolor pencils by Tim Holtz, and I did all the coloring of, you know, the leaves and the flowers. And I kind of copied the image in some sense, to be honest with you. Yeah, I did. I kind of followed the image a little bit. And then I just took some of this Kiss Flamingo Distress Spritz, and I sprayed the flower. You probably can't tell in the camera, but I did give it some little shine. And then I took another one of those sentiment stickers that says "Thinking of You" from that sticker pack and created this card. And so nothing again on the inside. And so these are my 2 cards I created for the hashtag Satmore Makes and 2 Crafters 1 Design. Again, 2 Crafters 1 Design, they have a theme each week, and this week's theme was flowers. So there you go. So I hope that you all enjoyed my card share. I do want to thank you all so much for watching. You all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.